What's up, guys? BTBS here. Welcome back to another episode of Dire Beast. I believe we're on episode 10 now. Wow, it's already 10 episodes. Wow, okay. I'm down here in my thorn crafting area. Nope, thorn crafting is upstairs. This is Tinker's Construct area. And I did exactly what I said I was going to do. I've basically decided which of these tools I want, how I want them to be built, and I've taken all the pieces and I've put them together in this little hole. All I have left is half a stack of cobalt and ardite of each. So you can tell how much I must have built. So actually, I want to bring the table to me because I don't have any way of moving that box. And I really don't want to try moving the box because right now, everything is laid out in the box in the order I want it to be used. So let's take a look, shall we? Holy crap. So I can take these because I know what the order these are going to be used in. So starting from the pick, we have the cobalt head, the manalium binding, the manalium tool rod and the ardite binding. Gets a nicely coloured pick, 2000 durability, gives us a mining speed of 11 as its base and 3 modifiers. And we are going to call this one blue tip, because he has a blue tip. Next up is the shovel, and that's very basic, 2000 durability, 11 mining speed, but this has stonebound level 2, whereas this just has reinforced. The cobalt, I believe, has the reinforced upgrade, and it's also a lot faster, so I definitely prefer to use cobalt for most of my tool heads. And for this one, we're going to call this one, I don't know, purple shaft? That'll do for me. Lovely. And the next up is the hatchet, and that's manalium tool rod and cobalt head. So, yeah, if you're wondering why I use manalium, because it's got the best durability. So this one is going to be called Getting Wood. Lovely. And then I want to put myself together a rapier. And that is actually going to have cactus in the middle of it to make it jagged. And that means that as it gets less durable, so as its durability goes down, its damage goes up. And this is going to be called Pokey, just Pokey. Doesn't have to have a funny name. So here we have my my basic set of little tools. Okay, that's fast. That's real fast. Let's just put these in here. And move on to the next set of tools, which is the big axe, the big shovel, the big hammer, but I'm going to make these separately so I don't forget what one has what. The lumber axe and the excavator are basically the exact same recipe. I mean, the excavator recipe just calls for a shovel head instead of an axe head. So I can very easily decide what one I want, and I'll just use it for both. So they both have a good mining speed, very high durability, which is useful because this needs a good mining speed because of how much I'm going to be chopping down manually, but it also needs really, really good durability because of all the redwood trees I'm going to be felling. I'm going to be felling an enemy and anyone offending me. That is a Dan Bull line, and I like him. He's a good rapper. Sorry, I got off topic. What am I doing? I'm naming my lumber axe. Lumbering monster. Man, that noise is like surprisingly sharp in your ears. And then we have the excavator, which I think I'm gonna call Terra Destructor. Awesome. Nice. Let me just pop these away. and move on to making my last two tools, which is my cleaver and my hammer. So the hammer is probably the tool that's going to get the most use out of anything, and I was thinking about going pure Manalium. So it would have 27,000 durability. Oh, fuck. 27,000. Oh. I didn't realise it was that high. What I decided to do was use an Ardite rod so it loses 6,000 durability, and a cobalt plate so it loses almost 10,000 durability. And what does it gain? Like a little bit of mining speed. It literally gains 0.66 mining speed. I really don't know if it's worth it. I think I might just have to... I did not realise the huge difference it was going to make. Right, let's make the cleaver first, because I know exactly that I want my cleaver to be pure Manalium. So cleaver's very slow, and I want it to do as much damage as possible, as hard and fast as possible. So that's why I made the cleaver. Like pure Manalium, 16,000 durability. You can see if I just swapped that out, the durability just drops, but it does gain the reinforced, and it gets a second colour on the blade. I'm really tempted to put a different colour on that, just so that I can have a nice coloured blade. And the durability doesn't matter all that much, because I can put an emerald on it and increase its durability by 50%. So it will still be 21,000. What about if I put an Ardite tool rod on there? It gains stonebound, but it's a weapon, so it doesn't actually affect it. Ooh, I think I might have to make... I like the two-coloured tool. It looks very nice. But I already decided I was going to do this one pure Manalium. Yeah, this one's pure Manalium, and it's going to be called... I have no idea how to spell that name, so I'm not going to be calling it that. Let's call it... Chopper, sick balls. Let's just call it Chopper. How about that? That was a Family Guy reference, but yeah. See, this thing, it would wreck so much face. And then the last thing I have left to make is my hammer. And I'm thinking, because of the massive durability difference, I might just have to make it a bit better. But then it's also the speed of which I'm going to be mining, and like the inside, the head is Manalium, so it can mine Manalium, but the mining speed is really low. I think I've got some spare bits in here actually, yeah. So let's see, if I swapped the head out, its mining speed goes up by another 0.66. And if I swap the other one out, then its mining speed goes up by another 0.66. So for every piece of cobalt I put on there, it gains a 0.66. That seems like a really bad deal. And the Manalium is actually faster than the Ardite, but I want the Ardite for the stonebound because it's a hammer, so let's face it, it needs it. But it also needs ridiculously high durability. So I might make this... You know what I'm going to do with this hammer? I'm going to make the entire hammer out of Manalium, which means I will require 8 Manalium, so 4 of them, and I'm going to require another 3 Manalium. So I'm going to stick these into here. And what I want to make is a tough rod and a new plate. And I mean, I've still got these left over. I'm sure I can melt these down, can't I? I can use it to make a cast. Yeah, I can melt these down. So it's really not a big bother that I've still got these left over. I can melt various of these down. And yeah, the other thing I was looking at was the sickle, or the scythe, whatever you want to call it. And I've never used one before. I'm not really sure what they're all about. I believe they're an area of effect weapon and a mining tool for farming. Mining level Manalium. Scythe. It's a broad reaping tool, effective on plants and attacks enemies in a wide range. 3x3, low damage, AoE, average durability. Well, you know, this only has 2 Manalium parts and its durability is 14,000. Its durability is almost the same as its name. So that music's a bit loud. 7 Manalium. I need 8 Manalium just for the plate. Balls! I didn't put enough in there. Let's just do that and then make the tool rod. And then I can see what the tool rod would do to this. Like if I switched out the tool rod, its durability jumps by not that much. The durability isn't all that worrisome on this. It has, the tool consists of 2 tool rods, so I suppose both of them are going to be giving their handle modifier to the tool. Ah, interesting. I hear an evil sound. Cool, I love evil sounds. There's still 4 left in there, and there should be 7 coming along. Which should give me enough to make my pure Manalium hammer. Oh, I really don't want to make it pure Manalium. But I don't want to drop so much optional durability. I can have 27,000 durability. 27,000! Is that not ridiculous to anyone else? That much durability? I mean, I just haven't played around with the super high-end stuff in Tinker's Construct all that much. So I'm not really sure. You know, but 27,000. 3 attack hearts. It's got a mining speed of 9, but I can push that up with redstone. Or I can swap out like a cobalt thing. No, I am not swapping that hammer. See, Ardite is better than cobalt for the handle. Doesn't take its mining speed up, just gives it stone bound. So I'm gonna go pure purple, and I'm gonna call this ground pound, son. You get a point if you can tell me what that's a reference to, because it is a reference. It's quite obscure, actually. I'd be surprised if anyone does get that straight off. So now if we take these, pop them in there, and just make sure we've got, what, 2 ingots left in there. Pop the plate back in. I wonder if you can melt down an entire tool. Doesn't look like it. Then again, this is probably the most ingots you can use to make a tool. It's 8, 8, 8, and 3, which is 27. So I brought these down with me, so that I could have a little bit of a go at upgrading my tools. My hammer, for instance, needs to be a fortune hammer. So 450 lapis will give you the full fortune. Hang on a second. 450 lapis gives you the full like fortune 3 on your hammer, and I definitely want that. And the nice thing that I discovered in my Void's Wrath series, I believe, was that if you put a little bit of lapis on there, whenever you mine it up, the hammer's actually going to absorb some of the lapis straight out of the environment, so you don't have to actually put all the lapis on. You can just put, you know, 100 lapis on, or 50 lapis on. See, right now it has Fortune 2. Lovely. So yeah, you can just put a little bit of lapis on there. I wonder if I could force it to go to there. No, it'll just jump around. But this way I can just shift click it, and it shift clicks out and then shift clicks back into there, and then I shift click out and back in. That is a very quick way of doing that. So now the hammer has Fortune 3, I know I want to give my pickaxe silky, so that it has silk touch. Oh, that reduces its mining speed by 3. That's alright. I need a silk touch tool, and it's got to be my pick. Let's see, the hammer could do with an emerald. 40,500 durability. I'm never going to need to fix that thing. And to go along with that, it also needs redstone so its mining speed can be increased. But this is going to be about all I can do before I have to go mining. So each one operation will increase its mining speed by 0.8. So yeah, this is its last modifier it has remaining. Shit, that was its completely last modifier it had remaining. So its mining speed is now 13. It is fortune and extra durable. That's not a bad mining speed, you know. I can live with that. Especially for something that has 40,000 durability. And you know what I really need is a block of gold. Because what I can do is I can stick a block of gold and a diamond on this at the same time. If you don't do it at the same time, it tries to add the diamond as a modifier. Add them at the same time and it gives you an extra modifier. So I can stick another 50 redstone on this thing. And there we go. You can see the speed difference between this and the previous one. So that is my ground pound, son. About as good as it's ever going to be able to get. Let me just dump off these random tool pieces. And I'm actually going to take my tools out and stick them in here as well. Just so I know where all my tools are. And cobalt and ardite could just go straight in there. So the next one to play around with would probably be Pokey or Chopper. I know I want one of these to have something a little different on it, let's say. And that thing that's a little different, I'm going to need to go to the desert to find. Because I am out. So, I'm still flying, yes. I honestly don't care. Right now, this is the only way I have to fly, and I am more than happy to use it. So, I am. Map. Yeah, I think the desert's to the northeast. Yeah, there it is. I didn't bring any tools with me, and I got a world hole as well. And it's a bad world hole. It's one of the really bad ones. It's not just a chunk loading error, it's an actual hole that you can't fix by like just looking at it or going near it. So yes, I need at least 8 cactus. Might as well grab some more since I'm here. Lovely, and that will do. I don't know if you can use these cacti. Let's find out. Oh, they don't break when you hit them. Fair enough. So we're just going to go home quickly. We're going to use this cactus to do something a little surprising. Because of a feature they added into Tinker's Construct. I'm not sure when. But it's actually an extremely nice feature. And I will explain it to you in just a second when we get home. I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Home, 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 I'm home. Right, so what we want to do is go into our pattern table and find the plate pattern, and we're going to want to make a cactus plate. And I can already hear you saying, what the fuck am I doing? Don't worry, I will answer that question. So, if you take a sword and you put a cactus plate on it as a modifier. Oh, I don't know where you put it on. I swear you could do it like that. Or is it only obsidian plates? I know at one point you could do it with anything. Ah, they might have changed it back. So basically at one point they had it so that you could make a plate out of anything. Like this, you could make a plate out of anything and attach the plate to the weapon and give the weapon that ability. Well, that sucks. This is just a quick look through at what you can get. You can make your tools electric, so they charge via redstone, flux, or EU. And to add a second additional modifier, you're going to need yourself a nether star. You know what? We can actually get a nether star right now. We have diamonds. Do we have any ender pearls? I think we'd need 4 ender pearls, so maybe not right now. Well, that's really disappointing that I can't add jagged to my weapon, because that was my plan. I was going to add jagged onto the sword. Well, if I can't add jagged, what I might do is add a level of beheading and then some nether quartz. Because if you're not aware, nether quartz on a weapon increases the damage it does in hearts. So, if I just craft half of this, or just this one stack here into blocks, like this, so that increases it to 7.5 hearts, and after 72 nether quartzes on there, I think is when it'll increase again. 7.5. Is it 72? Or is it after another certain amount? Oh, there you go. Once we get it above 36, it goes up to 8 hearts. So by the time we get to 72, it will have even more damage available to it. 65, 60. Oh yeah, quartz is only 1, isn't it? No, a block of quartz is only 4 quartz. I was like, why isn't that going up by 9? Have I been ripped off? 72. There we go. Which takes its damage up to 9 hearts. And I believe that means 18 damage, because a heart is technically 2 health. So I should be flying up these stairs. It's so much quicker. Let's go and see if we can find anything to test this thing out on. Come on, I know you dicks like to hang around my base. Where you at? Ah, you gone all coy, have you? I should turn my sound back on. That's a little loud. Come on, where are you, you dicks? I've got some squid over here. They were going to die in 1 hit anyway. I need to test this on a real enemy. Something that actually has health. Wait, there's a forest out the back of my house? When the hell did that get there? Has that slowly grown or something? I know it didn't. I just honestly don't think I've seen that before. So that's 1 hit on a horse, which then 1, 2, 3, 4. So it left the horse on 2 hearts. I have no idea how much damage a horse has, like how much health a horse has, I should say. But yes, here we have the ultimate damagey. I mean, we can increase its damage a lot more. I just don't have the resources. That's why I'm going mining. So that is the mega ultimate damagey sword right there. We have done the hammer. So I'm actually going to go mining now, and I'm probably going to upgrade my tools periodically as I go, like once I get enough redstone and stuff. And when I come back, I will give you a quick rundown of what I did to my tools, and I will show you the hugely ridiculous amount of stuff that I've mined. So I'll see you in a second. Okay guys, I am back from mining. I went mining for quite a while, and then actually I just got bored while I was mining right the way down near like 13 and that. So I ended up just coming up slightly, mining for copper. I think I actually might have built some new machines. No, same machines. I did use the induction smelter a little bit, and I set up a hopper chain on the underside of all my machines to just output everything into that diamond chest. What did I need that copper for? I remember earlier that I really needed copper. I don't remember why, but that's beyond the point. I finished the ring around the base, right here, lovely and finished off, and I did a bit of work taking out the tree that's over there. It's such a hassle to try and take those big trees down. There appears to be some assembled various items in there. So yeah, I got a decent haul from my mining trip. I didn't get as much as I thought I was going to get because I wasn't mining for... I mined for about a tenth of the time I expected to go mining for. So I obviously don't have as much as I was expecting. Sorry, I just have a compulsive need to check everything. You know what I do want to do? I have too many tools on me. And the only one I haven't actually used is Pokey yet. I'm very much enjoying Chopper because I upgraded him. And he now does 10 damage a hit, which means he will one-hit any normal mob. And it's incredibly powerful. I like that. It kills a Enderman in 2 swipes from full health. So I want to make something quickly. I have 8. 3 gets you 6. So I'm going to need 6 of them to get 12 so that I can use another 8. I want to build some Bibliocraft tool racks. Just so that I don't have to keep looking through chests like this to find the tools I'm looking for. And they'll always be nice and on display. So yeah, in the interest of keeping quiet and making my place look a bit nicer, I wanted these tool racks. So let's see, if we put sword, sword, axe, axe, shovel, shovel, and then pick, pick. Technically that's a hammer. But there you go, my tools will stay nicely up here. And you can see a common theme between them when every single one of them has purple and most of them have some blue. And my... Oh god, it's like old 2D adventure. It's like old 2D games. Instead of creating a 3D image, I wonder if that changes on Fancy. Damn it, it does change on Fancy. They look so much better on Fancy. I just don't like Fancy for some reason. But they're just 2D images that rotate to face you, so you can see them clipping inside. Oh well. But if you take a look at my my big axe, I put an emerald on that. I put an emerald on my hammer and an emerald on my pick. And I thought the best thing to do would just be have a look at what I actually put on them and see if there's anything left to put on them. I have an idea that I want to put on my chopper, but I'm not sure. So, my pick currently just has Silk Touch and Emerald. I'm thinking about sticking some redstone on there because I can, and I've got plenty of it. What is it, 150? I'll be able to put 100 redstone on there. I'm just going to kill my sound before I do, because it is a horrible, horrible noise. Just hearing the anvil sound over and over. And that makes 100 redstone? Yes. There you go. So my pick has an 18.37 speed, and 2.37 of that is bonus because it has stonebound. Nice. And then if we take a look at my getting wood, I just stuck nothing but redstone on that. I didn't really think it was worth upgrading its durability, since the item used to fix it is just the cobalt, which is kind of cheap as balls. Oh god, it's already time to end the episode. My bad. Let's just run through these quickly then. Terra Destructor currently has nothing on it. I'm trying to decide. I'm thinking an emerald and lots of redstone. The purple shaft has 150 redstone, so I can still easily put more modifiers on there. This has an emerald, taking its durability up to 18,000, and it's got some redstone on it. Redstone is probably my favourite upgrade. This has 450 lapis, an emerald, and 100 redstone, taking its durability to 40,000. It's also extremely powerful when wielded as a weapon because it deals 3 hearts. So it's you know, it's not quite as good as this, which does 10.5 hearts, and still has 2 modifiers remaining, so I could up its damage even more. And then we have the Pokey, which does 2 hearts of damage, but penetrates all armor. So, you know, depending on how you work it, it could be pretty good, and it attacks magnificently fast. What I was thinking about for my sword was looting. I think looting could be a very nice addition to my sword. It would take another 450 lapis to get it all on there, but that's really not a problem. Oh, I don't like the way that looks. That looks kind of shit. I kind of like the way looting looks on this, because it's just a little one down the bottom. But I'm already using the chopper very frequently. I don't know which one to do. Balls! This is a hard choice. Oh man, that sucks. You know, I think I'm going to go with chopper. I think I'm going to put looting on chopper. Simply because it's already so powerful. And also very durable. Almost 17,000 durability, and it's a sword. You know, it takes 1 hit to kill pretty much anything. I might occasionally switch out to using a different sword. Like, if I start doing Ars Magica, I've heard that I'm going to want to be using a rapier for that, because there's a boss which has like 50 armor, so pretty much any hit only does half a heart to it. But if I can penetrate his armor, then it just doesn't matter. Actually, in that respect, he's a lot like the Vault Guardians from Borderlands 1, where they have like 450 billion shield and then like 1 HP. And if you're playing as Mordecai, as I always did, you could very easily bypass that. Shrimp. Actually, no, it doesn't look too bad. I was kind of worried about how that might look, but it looks kind of cool. And I'm not sure what I want for the last one on my sword, but I'm thinking I might make it electrical. But if I make it electrical, I'm probably going to make all my tools electrical. So you've got the emerald. I could stick an emerald on there. Increase its durability by 50%. Speed. Not useful on weapons. Didn't think so. That's a shame. You know what? Auto repair might be nice for my sword. Regenerating wear and tear. Sunlight speeds up the process. It's something I'm always going to have on me. Yeah, let's make some mossy, because I know you can make it. You can make it with moss from Biomes of Plenty. Okay, you can fluid transpose water onto stone. You can moisten it, or you know what? I have a Thorncraft dungeon just over there. We could always just go and pick that thing apart, because I've got my tools on me, and I haven't actually been in there yet. Go down. There we go. I hate using ladders when I'm flying. Oh no, poor me. I fly everywhere. I will probably stop using this fairly soon. So it looks like the episode's going to be probably another 5 minutes longer. So, you know, you're getting like a 40-minute episode today. I'm cool with that. Oh god, I'm not cool with all this. I must get this sorted out. Well, actually, I have no idea what causes it. I'm just assuming it's one of the mods. No, I got it in vanilla when I was playing as well. So I found myself a Thorncraft dungeon. There's enemies. Excuse me, do you mind? I must murder your spawner. Must murder your spawner as well. Then I must demonstrate the power of my sword. Ha ha ha! Oh, my sound's still off. My bad. Sorry, guys. Schwam. Nothing. Nothing. Knowledge fragments. They're kind of cool. Okay. Well, I came here for the mossy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Lovely. Let me just check. make sure that the mossy is the only thing you need, because I don't want to go and find out I needed more moss. No, it's just 9 moss. 9 mossy, sorry. Where is home? Home is that way. Woo. So those Thorncraft nodes, like the poisoned ones, seem to have an effect on the world. Like, they make the sky darker and they tend to make the world like epilepsy seizure quite a lot. Ooh, cyan tree. There's a black one there as well. I've actually been harvesting a couple of those trees and I found some cool shit. Like the things on the trees can actually be used for dyes. Whee! And I'm okay with that. Because dyes aren't the most useful thing ever, but they can be hard to get when you really want them. So having an easy way of getting hold of them is quite a nice thing. Ooh, I got a skeleton head. Mossy. Combined to make a ball of moss. The one thing I don't like about the ball of moss is it tends to cover up a lot of the tool. And moss, there we go, auto repair. But it doesn't cover up that much on the sword actually, that's not bad. And it will auto repair itself. I mean, if we, what's its durability now? 16655, fair enough. So you know what guys, I'm gonna leave this episode here for now. I've got a little bit of prep work to do for the next episode, and we'll see like how well my sword has regenerated itself, and we're gonna have a lot of fun next episode with Thorncraft. Oh yes we are. It's gonna be a good one. Thanks for watching guys, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I will see you next time. Peace out.